channel for your stimulus package and stimulus package update. We have a little bit more exciting news. Mark Meadows from the House Chief of Staff said there will be another stimulus check, and Donald Trump is just furiated and frustrated, even though I'm just being honest. I'm against Trump because of a lot of things, but he is trying to get this stimulus check and stimulus package pushed through, but it's politics, and I'm afraid, you all, that's why he's doing it. So, but him and Mark Meadows is working on it, and I'll read a little bit about it. So, first of all, second stimulus check payment schedule and how quickly might the IRS send money. Okay, first of all, it says we pieced together how much faster you might be able to receive a second stimulus payment compared to the first round if a new bill is passed. Now, I know this don't sound, what I'm going to read you all, don't sound or has nothing to do with getting you the check now, but it's very good information about the check itself. So just let me read and I'll explain. We pieced together how much faster you might be able to receive the second stimulus payment compared to the first round if a new bill is passed. Okay, now, how quickly might you get a second stimulus check from the IRS? And the answer lies entirely with Congress. Lawmakers must either pass another coronavirus economic stimulus package that includes a new round of payment for eligible Americans, okay? Now, or else greenlight a piece of standalone legislation for another direct payment. The good news is that leaders on both sides of the aisles haven't wavered from a desire to start negotiations again. I'm sorry, y'all, my throat's been a little sore, so just look over me. We've had some good conversations with Democrats on Capitol Hill, and I mean, this is like yesterday and day before yesterday, and late yesterday evening. We've had some good conversations with Democrats on Capitol Hill. I think there is common ground. White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows said Wednesday. But talks are unlikely to resume until after the Republican National Convention concludes on Thursday. Once a Rescue Act is signed into law, Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin has said the IRS can start issuing checks within a week. That would save about 2 weeks of the time it took the first round of the stimulus payments to arrive after the CARES Act passed in March. Let's examine the possible payment schedule for a second stimulus check and who might get priority in another round of payments. This story is updated often. They update this every day or every several hours, so what I'm reading to you is coming straight from them. This ain't made up information. So I just want you all to know that. Now, though extremely unlikely, Republican and Democratic negotiators could resume discussions and reach an agreement in late August. The couple will be occupied with the Republican National Convention, which began Monday and runs through Thursday. Negotiations are more likely to slide into September after the new congressional session officially begins. The Senate is adjourned until after Labor Day, which is September the 7th. It's a shame, y'all, that our leaders has got nothing more on their mind than worrying about the election and themselves, and their job is to take care and make sure American people is taken care of. But yet, they have failed us miserably. They have failed us. I know some of them is trying right now on the Republican side and the Democrats. They're wanting the $1,200 payment to the people. But here you got Nancy Pelosi. 1 minute yes, next minute no. 1 minute yes, next minute no. Yeah. I mean, come on, Nancy Pelosi, ain't you got a heart? All you care about, you're worth millions and millions of dollars, and poor people out here struggling, homeless. They've lost their vehicles, can't put food on the table, can't buy their kids school supplies, clothes. Come on. Electricity, water. And all you politicians care about is what you do, the power, the money. Of course, you all got everything. You don't care. You don't care about us American people. Do your job. Take care of the American people. But that's fine. You all won't have a job come November. If I got anything to do about it. Anyways, here are some possible dates that another stimulus bill could pass. And the IRS could send the first checks for references, with also include the timeline for the now expired CARES Act. The payments don't go out to everyone at once. So we'll go over which groups of people could get their payment first. Now I'll put that in the description below, so you all can go look at that and check it out. But I'll put that in the description below. It's just like a timetable, like the Senate, if they pass it, like the final negotiation and stuff like that. What could, like if they pass it and time the president signs it into law and so on, then it's like a timetable, like estimating when you could get it. But like I said, everybody's not going to get it at the same time. It just depends on how yours is set up. Now, which group would get a stimulus check first? It's likely the IRS would use roughly the same calculations and tools for sending out the second stimulus check as it did for the first one, including the IRS Get My Payment tool for tracking your stimulus check payment and signing up for direct deposit. First group, the IRS sent the first batch of stimulus checks to people who had filed a 2018 or 19 tax return and had already provided the IRS with their direct deposit information, according to the House Committee on Ways and Means. Following that model, the next stimulus payment could first reach people who already registered for direct deposit, either as part of the 2019 tax filing or before. Second group, the next group were Social Security beneficiaries who had direct deposit information on file with federal agencies. About 80 million people got their checks through direct deposit in the first week they were disbursed, according to the IRS. Third group, paper checks didn't start getting mailed out until about a week later to people who hadn't signed up for direct deposit, but you could still register for the electronic bank transfer as late as May the 13th. I know which dates is passed, but it's a reference or a timetable of what this next one could be. I hope I'm saying that right to you all. If not, correct me in the comments below. I'm a little new at this, but I'm just trying to help. I know I've had some people ask. They don't know much about this stuff. I know a little bit, but I'm not like some those smart people, that does taxes and this money stuff. I'm just doing this trying to help some people that don't understand about this stuff. That's all. Nothing fancy. I'm just trying to help. Okay. The fifth group. Or did I even mention the fourth group? Okay, no, I'm sorry. The fourth group. The first economic impact payment, debit cards, which are prepaid, began going out in mid-May to about 4 million people. Now the fifth group, anyone who received their checks after June or who is still waiting to receive their stimulus payment, the IRS has told CNET that direct payments will continue through end of 2020 for some individuals who were not part of the previous groups. Here's what could be holding up the stimulus check delivery for some and how to contact the IRS to report a missing, lost, or stolen check. Now, okay, a lot of people wanted to know why some people got their check before they did, or why was theirs late and other people got theirs first. Okay, we want to know for sure until a new bill was passed and the IRS forms a plan to send out checks, but here's our points to consider. Changes to add for dependents. This depends on which version of the bill passes. The CARES Act totaled $500 for dependents age 16 and under. The Republican-backed HILS Act also $500 for dependents of any age, but the Democratic Heroes Act suggests $1,200 for a maximum of 3 dependents. Now, okay, if a change is made, even if it ultimately leads to more money being sent, it could require the IRS to adjust its accounting system that may potentially slow things down for you. Now, okay, banking status. With the first checks, people who didn't submit direct deposit information to the IRS had to wait longer to receive the stimulus money through the mail. As of June, 120 million people had received the stimulus money via a direct deposit. 35 million were sent a check in the mail and 4 million were sent a prepaid debit card. The IRS hasn't provided an update on how many people received a stimulus check by August 1st. And now, banking status has affected the speed of payments since the CARES Act passed. Impacting black Americans and other people of color, according to an analysis by the think tank Urban Institute. People who are white and whose incomes were above the poverty line were more likely to have received the first stimulus check by the end of May than people who are black, Hispanic, or below the poverty line, the analysts found. Now, people who didn't make enough money to be required to file federal income tax return in 2018 or 2019 also would not get a stimulus check unless they submitted a form to the IRS, according to a report from the Center of Budget and Policy Priorities. The group includes low-income families with children and a far greater number of black people and people of color. Now, when's the latest date you could receive another stimulus check? Okay, in my opinion, I think we really want to get one. Not in August, it's too late. But they are talking about it, and there's got to be one. There's got to be. The economy is just, people, there's got to be one. That's all I can say. So I can express myself. That's all I can say. Excuse me. But there is going to be one, guys. There is going to be another stimulus check, a $1,200 stimulus check. But It's going to be, I'm guessing, around maybe mid-September, maybe somewhere in that, give or take. But I'll update you more on that. Once again, the schedule for the first stimulus checks may provide an indication, but there's no official news until another relief package is finalized. Now, the IRS will have sent out about 200 million checks by the time the agency is done distributing the first raft of payments. The total U.S. population is over 330 million people, according to Genesis Bureau. The majority of those weren't sent by beginning of June, though the IRS said it will continue to send payments through the end of the year. And they're still sending payments out right now. Oh, it's something else. They're sending out, I think, 30 million. Let's see. I forgot. I'm sorry, guys. I'll go back and look. But you can keep checking your mailboxes and keep checking your bank accounts, or ever how you got it, ever how you receive your money. Because if you've not got it yet, you could get it anytime for your dependent and your regular $12 stimulus check. Because the IRS is hard. I'm not sure. Almost 3,000, I think 5,000 people just for this, to get this money out to the people. I think it was 5,000. I'm pretty sure it was. But so it could come any time. So just keep a check on that. Just remember that. Keep a check on that. Okay. How you can get more help. Okay. Now, if you're still waiting on the first round of payments, you can track the status of your stimulus check and how to report your no-show check to the IRS and find possible reasons why your stimulus check still hasn't arrived. And here are resources about coronavirus hardship loans and unemployment insurance. What you can do if you lost your job. Now, what to do and what to know about evictions and late car payments. If you could receive 2 refund checks from the IRS, and how to take control of your budget. Now, okay. Now, the COVID-19 updates. Okay. Just let me read this right quick. Okay. The school is starting, and the broadband gap will be a massive problem. Yes, it will be. Paper ballots could save the election, DHS cybersecurity chief says. I just stayed into that stuff. It's bull crap. But right here, guys, this is what I was talking about the other day. What is an EIP payment, and could you get one instead of a stimulus check? Yes, you could. And in the first round of stimulus checks, about 4 million people got money in the form of a prepaid economic impact payment card. Here's how to know if you'll get one in a potential second round, and if and how to use it. I think in my first video the other day, I went over that. So if you didn't watch it, go back and watch it. I went over some of that. It's through MetaBank, and it's a Visa. So yeah, go check that out. But yeah, guys, I think there'll be more updates today. As soon as I find out, or when they update, I'll let you know. But I'm pretty sure they're definitely, I'm about 95% sure, around in about the middle of September, there will be another stimulus check. Maybe before, but that's just my estimate from what I know and the information I'm gathering. So let's hope for that, because I know how it. I mean, I know how it is. I mean, I'm researching this stuff every day, and it's pitiful. It's really pitiful. And you all, I can't express myself enough to, And it makes me so sick, those politicians. They don't care about us. Listen, guys, I'll say it over, I'll say it over and over and over and over. All the way up to the president, they've got to go. Come November, go vote, please. Because if we don't, we got to start fresh with America. We got to get these people out, and it needs to be like the presidency. It should be you're only allowed to have that seat so many terms, like the Senate. They should not. Mitch McConnell had that job for 30 some years. That's not right. That is not right. You should not have that job no more than 8 years, 4 years at a time. 4 years at a time. That's 2 terms, like the presidency. That's not right. They've got to change that. The law needs to be changed. America needs to be changed. It is. I mean, it was bad enough before this COVID-19 hit us. But after this, the politicians has really showed their true colors, you all. They've really showed their true colors. But, guys, I appreciate it. I appreciate you just check my channel out. This is a little unusual than what I normally do, but I'm going to start doing this every day. And if it's something you want to know, leave it in the comment section below, and I will try to find it for you, or I will contact you back and let you know. But hit that subscribe button, give me a good thumbs up, share the videos, and guys, I really do appreciate it. I love you all, and until next time, peace out.